2021 is showing us some promising signs as we're just 1 month in and still seeing some unbelievable regional fights and highlights. And this week, not only were the IMAF World Championships happening, which we'll take a look at, but we also have our normal scheduled regional violence of switch kick KOs all the way to submissions that happen so fast you gotta make sure you don't blink. And these are all thanks to the legend Caposa, who, if you need more content like this, you gotta go give him a follow on Twitter at Grabaka_Hitman to get your daily fix. What is going on, everyone? It's the casual Lawton Veerkant, and this is Caposa's Corner. Kicking us off this week, we're going to AMC Fight Night 108 in Russia, where we have one fight. Here, we have a featherweight matchup that sees Forkat Kamilov with a 5-0-1 record, and he's taking on Gleb Khabibulin, who has a similar 5-1-2 record. So, for this fight, we're actually starting at the beginning of the third and final round, and as we near the 30-second mark, sometimes a spinning back fist can be your worst enemy.
И оставил без ответа. Разбито лицо Глеба, но ему не привыкать.
Какое хорошее попадание от Глеба.
Holy double counter hook combo, and Kamilov is down and out for the count. As he goes for the spinning back fist, Khabibulin defends it perfectly and comes prepared with these devastating hooks, reminding us that you always have to have your guard up. He secures this win in just 40 seconds of the third round, improving his record to 6-1-2 and getting a great highlight to look back on. Now off to visit our friends at Eagle FC's Selection 4 event, also in Russia, where we have one fight. This is another featherweight bout that has Sirajuddin Abdullayev making his pro debut, but he competed in the IMAF World Championships back in 2019, securing 4 wins all by decision. And his opponent, Magomed Pirbudakov, has only a 2-1 record. So we have another fight that makes it to the third and final round, and we only have 40 seconds left in this one when the ref decides to stand it up, and that might have been just what this one needed. After some aggressive hooks and an attempted knee to the face, Abdullayev takes a few steps back only to be greeted by this beautiful flying knee that knocks him out instantly. With just 17 seconds left on the clock, Pirbudakov makes the move to secure him this win and improves his record to 3-1. Up next, we're gonna go take a look at the IMAF World Championships that happened this week in Abu Dhabi, where we have one fight to show you. Here, we have a welterweight fight that sees Bogdan Pushabilski, who, from what I can find, only has a 3-1 amateur record, and he's up against Timur Kurbankadiev, who I couldn't find anything online about. The theme this week seems to be every fight makes it to the third and final round, and this one is no different as we go to the ground just halfway through, and tell me if this looks familiar to anybody.
Real finishes of this tournament. Oh, he's tapped, he's done it! Bogey choke, round 3, Bogdan from Kazakhstan.
I had no freaking clue what a buggy choke was until we had one on this show last year, and while they do seem to be more frequent as of lately, something about this submission will just never get old. Pushabilski lands this as soon as they go to the ground, and after just a few seconds of fighting, Timur has no choice but to tap. Pushabilski secures another win for his amateur record and secures the first buggy choke win in IMAF history. Moving on, we have the Alpha MMA 12 event in South Africa, where we have a lightweight bout between Nicholas Vermaak, boasting a 6-1 record, and his opponent, Filani Mbuyazi, has an even 4-4 record. Finally, a first round finish, and with only 20 seconds to spare.
Coming in there, 1s and 2s again, catching with the hook. That is it! It is all over!
An onslaught of hooks, with the only ones missing I'm pretty sure were the final 2 as he's collapsing against the cage, and this fight is over. Vermaak was holding nothing back as he was hungry for this first round finish, and although we sadly only have these few angles, this finish was exactly what we like to see here on Caposa's Corner. Vermaak secures this win and improves his record to a nice 7-1. Next up, we're going to the Gladiator Fight Club 5 event in Colombia, where we have 2 fights to show you. For the first, we have a bantamweight double pro debut bout that sees Hans Perez representing the red corner, and he's up against Santiago Soriano representing the blue corner. This one is a personal favorite of mine just because the sheer obscurity in it. Just take a look.
Por lo menos está en pie Colombia, porque lo quería someter el chico de República Dominicana y vuelven a estar en pie. Y cuidado porque el tobillo ya se lo dañó y se...
What the f***? You can win a fight like that? Okay, in case you missed it, Santiago lands a single oblique kick right here, and as the ref goes to stand the fight up, it is waved off because of the visible pain Hans is in. And not only was he in pain, but he was in so much that he had to be stretchered out of the cage due to the damage from this kick. What a way to win. Santiago lands this win just halfway through the first round, and in a fashion that is something you definitely don't see every day. For our second fight at Gladiator Fight Club 5, we have yet another bantamweight pro debut fight that has Junior Mesa in the blue corner, and his opponent Jonathan Insignares in the red corner. Now, unlike the last fight, this one actually makes it to the second round, but just a few seconds in and we get this.
Pero Insignares, por lo que estamos viendo, le puede hacer daño en el striking a Mesa. ¡Ay! ¡Ay! ¡Qué buena patada!
Did you see the mouthpiece? Look again. A spinning back kick so fierce that it throws his mouthpiece out, and he is down and out on the canvas. Jonathan wastes no time in this round to land this win, and although we only have this one angle, the mouthpiece flying and the precision of the spinning back kick made it so that we had to include it this week. Talk about one hell of a pro debut, and hopefully he gains some momentum from this fantastic win. Now we're gonna go take a look at Cage Fury Fighting Championships 105 event in Pennsylvania for one fight. Here we have a lightweight matchup between Trevor Olason, sitting at a 5-3 record, and he's taking on Manuel Souza, who has a very clean 7-0 record. Now, this is a busy one. To start us off, Trevor goes for the standing Kimura that he eventually transitions into an armbar, and with no luck, Souza escapes. And while he doesn't get far, just a few seconds later, Trevor lands a triangle into another armbar, and again, no luck, except this time, Souza ends up on top.
Doing a good job of controlling me while. Oh! Got it!
Oh, he tapped.
Wow!
See, submission lovers, we've still got highlights for you. What a freaking turn of events. There was a solid 20-second section where Trevor looked like he had this win secured, but Souza does not let up, and once he gains top position, that Kimura is all he needed to force the tap. This win improves his record to 8-0, 5 of which are a KO, TKO, and the other 3 via submission. So, needless to say, this probably won't be the last time we see Manuel Souza. Still going, we're gonna take a look at Fury FC's Amateur Series 36 event in Texas, where we have 2 fights to show you. And the first is, of course, Caposa's KO of the week. Quick disclaimer, this broadcast had some weird glitch effects happening on their end, so if you see anything like that, just suck it up and enjoy the fights, damn it. But first up, we have a bantamweight matchup that sees Dylan Aguilar with only an 0-1 record, and his opponent, David Wynn, is sitting at just a 1-0 record. And quite literally, as we near the end of the first round, with only 5 seconds left, and Dylan is wanting his first amateur win.
Just 30 seconds left in this opening round. Oh my goodness, David Aguilar!
Holy perfect jumping switch kick right at the buzzer of the first round. Now, David did have to be stretched out of the cage, and I couldn't find an update on him, but we are hoping he has a smooth and safe recovery. But this was Dylan's first amateur win, and fun fact, this kid is only 17 years old. And now that he has the sweet taste of victory, it is safe to say he could have a very promising future ahead of him with a few more years of experience. For our second fight at the Amateur Series 36 event, we have a middleweight fight between Forrest Mudge, who has a 0-3 record, and his opponent Lee Charles has just a 1-0 record. So for this one, we're actually just 30 seconds into the second round, and before you complain about this live angle, just wait because the replay is well worth it.
Mudge, you know, I'd say almost like 9 out of 10 times every time. Oh my goodness! Lee Charles!
Boom, baby. One right hand to a completely unprotected chin of Forrest, and he is down and out. This is a prime example of just because the word amateur is involved, or if fighters don't have many fights to their name just yet, they can still display some amazing mixed martial arts, and we love to see it. Charles gains this win, improving his amateur record to 2-0, and as a very nice highlight to look back on. For our last fight this week, we are going to Fierce FC 18 in Utah for one fight. Here, we have a lightweight bout that sees Ben Hollier with a 6-1 record, and his opponent, David Bolea, has a 5-2 record. And fun fact, David is actually the nephew of the one and only Hulk Hogan, and he used to compete under the name King David Hogan, but Hulk threatened legal action when he tried to use that name for a reality TV show and said that he's not even a real Hogan. Damn. Anyways, the wannabe Hogan gets taken down halfway through the first round, but actually has a solid ground game.
Said, yeah, screw it. Yeah, I'm cool.
Oh, he tapped him. Wow. Oh, arm. Was it like an arm lock?
Ouch. Did you see it? It took me a few looks too, and sadly we only have one angle, but look at the left arm of Ben as soon as David locks it in between his legs, and then the tap comes just moments later. Look at how far he bends that arm. Dear Lord, that could not have felt good. While David may never have a pro wrestling career, or a reality TV show for that matter, he's definitely got some MMA skills as he secures this win, improving his record to 6-2. I sound like a broken record, but thank you to Caposa for helping us out every week with these videos, and please go show him some support by giving him a follow on Twitter at Grabaka_Hitman, and you can also show him some support by visiting his Patreon at patreon.com/Caposa. And a massive thank you to all of these organizations for starting off our 2022 full speed and not slowing down, and a thank you to the fighters, winners, and losers, and we will see you all on the next video. Peace!